Next is powers and functions of the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So that is the most important topic. In this topic, first is legislative powers of the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, means parliaments. So the parliament is competent to make law on matter in the union list. So the parliament has exclusive power to make law in all 97 subjects mentioned in the union list. So there are three lists: union list, concurrent list and state list. So the subject which is mentioned under the union list, out of that 97 subjects mentioned in that list, including important subject like defense, communication and foreign policy, and that parliament has power to make law on that 97 subjects. So underline 97 subjects. So next is matter in the concurrent list. Parliament can make law on 47 subject listed in the concurrent list. So underline 47 subject which is mentioned listed in the concurrent list, and Parliament has a power to make law on that subjects. Next is residuary power. The Parliament possesses residuary powers. Residuary powers means it can make law with respect to all those matters which are not mentioned in any of the three lists. Means the subject which is not mentioned in union list, concurrent list and state list. That subjects they has a power. Parliament has a residuary power to make law on that subject. Clear? Matter in the state list. The parliament can legislate even on subjects included in the state list, like during the proclamation of an emergency, during the declaration of an emergency, that means during national emergency. When the Rajya Sabha passes a resolution by a two-third majority that a subject in the state list has assumed national importance. So during that type of matter also, parliament has a power to make law on that subject which is mentioned in the state list. So just underline 97 subject which is listed in union list. It has a power to make law on that. 47 subject which is listed in the concurrent list. Residuary power means they it can make law on that subject, that matter which is not mentioned in any of the list. Then state list, matter on state list. It can legislate subject like during the proclamation of emergency, when two or more states are of the opinion that the parliament should legislate on a subject given in the state list. The parliament may make law and act on that subject, but that would be applicable only to the consenting state. Clear? So during that time, a parliament can make law. Next power is ordinances. The parliament is empowered to promulgate an ordinance at a time when the parliament is not in session. Here, it can president can pass order at the time when the parliament is not in session. So during that time, president has a power. It has the same effect as an act. All ordinances must be put up before both the houses for their approval. So all the ordinances, whatever order passed by the president, that must be put up before both the houses for their approval. After that only president can order audiences. Ordinances ceases to operate after 6 weeks from the reassembly of parliament unless they are approved by the houses. Clear? So means if the president want to promulgate an ordinance, it has to be passed, or it must be got the approval of the houses. Next is power during emergency. When there is a total breakdown of constitutional machinery in a state of emergency is declared in a state. So during that time, state emergency declared by a state when there is a breakdown of constitutional machinery. During the period of emergency, the parliament become the legislature in the state concerned and assume all power. So during that time, if in any state emergency is declared, constitutional emergency is declared in that state, it means if government over there, state government not able to run more, during that time state emergency declare, and during that time parliament has a power to assume all the power and do the duty, including the financial power of passing the state budget also. So this type of functions or powers union parliament have, which come under the legislative powers. Clear? So under the legislative power, first is matter which is mentioned in the union list. Second is matter mentioned in the concurrent list. Residuary power, state list. Then audiences and power during emergency. Clear? During the constitutional machinery, breakdown of constitutional machinery in a state. Next is financial power, as it is given in the chart also. Total 6 divisions are there, like union parliament or Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha collectively have legislative power, financial, executive, electoral, judicial and constitutional. Under legislative, 5 points done by us: union list, state list, concurrent list, residuary list and audience list. Clear? All I think clear to you. Next is financial. Under the financial, first power of the union parliament is that the budget means the parliament passes the union budget. Budget means estimate of expenditure and receipt. Okay? So estimate of receipts and expenditure of the government for a year, that is called union budget. So budget is presented in two parts, namely railway budget and the general budget. And parliament passes the union budget, that is a power that parliament passes the union budget. Next is supplementary grant. If the amount authorized for a country financial year is not sufficient, if the amount which is a country have not sufficient to run over there, the government make a fresh demand known as supplementary grant. So during that time, government can make a supplementary grant. Next, vote on account. If the union budget is not passed, before the beginning of new financial year, means on April 1st, there would be a no money for the executive to spend. It means money is not there. So there is therefore a device known as vote on account, which authorize the executive to draw fund from the consolidated fund until the budget is passed by the parliament. So parliament has a power to withdraw the fund from the consolidated fund until the union budget not passed. Clear? So that is also one of the power. Salaries and allowances of all the MPs and minister determined by the parliament. Clear? So what we have to do it, total 5 points are there, 5 powers written under the powers and function. At least try to learn 4 from each. Clear? So under the union list is clear. Financial, 3-4 point done by us, like budget prepared by the union parliament. Supplementary grant, clear, if the financial budget of a particular year is not sufficient during that time, they can demand a supplementary grant. Then vote on account means if union budget is not passed on 1st April, then during that time parliament can withdraw fund from the consolidated fund until the budget is not passed, until the budget is passed. Then salary, all the MPs and ministers' salaries and allowances determined by the parliament. Clear? Next is judicial power. Under the judicial power, first is impeachment of the president. The parliament performs some judicial function. It has a right to remove the president from the office. Okay, so parliament has a power to remove president from his office through impeachment process. Clear? So in case of violation, what is impeachment? Impeachment is a way if violation or the constitution or grave misconduct either house any frame charges against the president, means if a president violated the rules of constitution, if resolution to this effect is passed by 2/3 majority of total membership of the houses. Okay? If means president is not doing his power properly, if the power which is used by the president that is misused by him during that time, if 2/3 majority of total membership of the houses pass resolution against him, during that time the president find the guilt, and president after that, if president find guilty, he may be impeached and removed from the office. Clear? So that is the process of impeachment. So to follow the impeachment process, two-third majority of the membership needed. Clear? Then removal of judges. The parliament can remove the judges of Supreme Court and the High Court also. Clear? That is a power of the parliament. Punishment. Only in that case also, if they are found guilty for violating the rules of provisions of the constitution, during that time only parliament can remove the judges of the Supreme Court and High Court. Clear? Next is punishment. The parliament can punish a person for obstructing the work of parliament or showing disrespect to the house. So if any person showing disrespect to any house, during that time also punishment can be given by the parliament. Parliament has a right to give punishment. Clear? So these are the judicial function. Now electoral function. Under the electoral function, Parliament of India along with the state legislature elect the President of India. Parliament can elect Vice President of India. Lok Sabha elects its own speaker and deputy speaker from amongst its own member, while the Rajya Sabha elects its deputy chairman. So all the appointments, all the these type of membership elected by the parliament under the electoral function. Clear? Means election of president, vice president, Lok Sabha speaker, deputy speaker and deputy chairman. Clear? These are the electoral function of the parliament. Clear? Next is constitutional functions. Under the constitution function, amendment to the constitution means both of our houses of parliament can amend the constitution. Amendment must be passed by each houses by majority of total membership, means two-third majority needed. If two-third majority not there, means two-third member not present there for voting, the amendment bill cannot be passed during that time. Clear? So next is control over the execution, means the control over the execution. How it control it? By interpretation method, means question hour, calling hour, half an hour discussion. These type of devices made just to seek information from the government. Okay? To know about the policies, to know about the performance of the government, these type of devices were made. Clear? So the first hour of sitting in both houses elected for asking question answer. So the questions are asked to obtain information on matter of public importance. So that is one of the power of parliament, that they can ask any question from the government. Vote of no confidence. That is also important part. Vote of no confidence means if a government act against constitutional provision, means if a government not doing his work according to the constitution, it can be voted out of by office by passing a vote of no confidence against the prime minister. Means if vote of no confidence pass against minister, means the whole ministry has to resign. It means if vote of no confidence pass against one minister, it means the whole ministry has to resign. Clear? Next is adjournment motion. That is also one of the most important part. So these are the powers of functions of parliament. So motion for adjournment is aimed at censoring the act of omission commission of the minister. Clear? And adjournment motion were allowed in past, like death of several persons due to the consumption of unlicensed liquor. So during that time, killing of senior IPS officer in a place of worship. So during that time, adjournment motion can be passed by the parliament. Clear? Some others power also written here. Just take one reading of that one also. Next is the most important topic here. That is exclusive powers of Rajya Sabha and the exclusive powers of Lok Sabha. So both important questions are there. Always it come in your paper. Exclusive power of Lok Sabha, so many times it come. Clear? So try to prepare this one. So first is exclusive power of Rajya Sabha. The Rajya Sabha has some exclusive power, like the parliament cannot in normal times make law on state subject. The constitution states that under article 249 the Rajya Sabha may, by a resolution adopted by two-third majority, empower the parliament should make law with respect to a matter in a state list. So it has a power to make law on a matter which is present in the state list. The other special power enjoyed by the Rajya Sabha is that it may declare that the creation of new All India service being made in the national interest. Thereupon, Parliament may create new services. If the Lok Sabha is dissolved before or after the declaration of national emergency, the Rajya Sabha become the sole de facto and de jure parliament. That is, it take over the function of parliament. It cannot be dissolved. This is the limitation on the Lok Sabha. Clear? Another one is the exclusive power of Lok Sabha. Like first exclusive power is that motion of no confidence against the government can only be introduced in Lok Sabha, not in Rajya Sabha. Clear? If passed by majority vote, the Prime Minister and the Council of Minister has to resign from the ministry. Money bill can only introduce in the Lok Sabha, not in Rajya Sabha. And in case of deadlock between two houses, if any case is there and deadlock between two houses, during that time the Lok Sabha wills prevail first. His wish prevail first as its numerical strength is more than Rajya Sabha. So that is the exclusive power of Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. Clear? So that always come in your paper. Try to learn all these 3 points. Clear? Hope the whole chapter understood by you. Try to learn it. Thank you.